You're listening to a special bonus time episode of Bit Harmony, a video game music podcast, and I am Matt Chance Time Murray.
Oh man, did you have that locked and loaded, or did you just come up with that one
I'd say
on the spot?
locked and loaded like 5 minutes ago. It wasn't like a super long ago thought, but it's a recent thought. Yeah.
Well, my tank's empty. I got nothing. I'm Seth though. I'm a fun little bonus Seth. Here you go.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I was just thinking about bonus time, bonus rounds, and that kind of stuff in video games, and then Mario Party, the chance time. Like, I don't know.
Chance time, dude. Chance time sucks, man. It's so hard. Like, and like, it's so easy to just have the. On one hand, I kind of like that there's like a like a chance-based like comeback mechanic or something that can completely throw a wrench in the game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, that's kind of fun. On the other hand, some of my worst like Mario Party memories are definitely related to chance time. So.
Yeah, I'm all for comeback mechanics in theory, but yeah, I don't like it when it's like, oh yeah, give all of your money to Bowser or whatever, give all of them
Or
to another
stars.
player or stars. Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, like you didn't help another player, you just destroyed my current run or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Not a big fan. I used to laugh at like, Jeff Gerstmann and half of the Giant Bomb crew like adamantly hating Mario Party. I'm like, what? It's fun. It's good. It's good times. And then the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to play Mario Party anymore.
It all depends on the vibe of the people you're playing with. If you're just there to like have fun, it's not that serious, great. But if you're playing with like people who are taking it like deathly seriously and are getting like real life pissed off, it completely ruins the vibe. So I think you just have to adapt to the people you're playing with, and chance time can really break up a friendship if you let it.
How do we start talking about this? Oh yeah, my dumb name. Hey, this is a bonus episode of Bit Harmony. Because it's not a full episode, and it's also not a mini. It's its own little thing that we kind of accidentally came up with on the fly. Originally, we were going to, on our break that we're technically currently on, we were going to release one of our minis from the past few months as a free episode that everyone could enjoy, get a preview, whatever. And then we forgot to mention it at the end of the last episode, the quiz show episode, and then I was like, well, why don't we just do something dumb and fun and still easy so I don't have to like edit on this break super heavily or whatever. And then it was like, oh yeah, I mentioned on that episode that it would have been cool to do YouTube comments, but it just based on the structure, and we didn't know like the listener songs, we couldn't look YouTube comments up ahead of time, just didn't really make much sense. But now, post quiz show episode, we know all the listener submissions. We were able to look up YouTube comments, and I just thought, yeah, let's just get in here. View this as like an addendum to the quiz show episode of Bit Harmony. This is just going to be just nothing but YouTube comments. This episode might only be 10 minutes. It might be 45 minutes. I have no idea what's going to happen, and that's the chance time, I guess.
Yeah, the real chance time is how long can we possibly stretch out the YouTube Comment Oversharing Corner into a full episode?
I want to make a note that I know sometimes it might come across this way. We've never ever once like purposely tried to stretch something.
No,
it just happens that way. I promise.
If anything, it's the opposite. If anything, it's like, oh man, like yeah, we should try to be shorter this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's never been intentional. We're just long-winded dudes, I guess. I don't know.
Especially when it comes to like talking about dumb, like tangentially related to video game music stuff.
Yeah.
We do have, I think, a decent amount of stuff that will take us on weird tangents. So I guess let's get in here and get going. On the normal version of the show, I would say this is the section of the show where we read off any funny, memorable, interesting, or downright insane comments we stumbled across while grabbing songs for this episode. In this case, again, this is the episode. For this first comment that I found, this is from YouTube user King Licorice, but it's like Lycoris. Something real nasty about that. I don't know.
Is that what that's supposed to be? Licorice? I didn't know if that was like King Lycoris, like they're trying to like.
Lycoris sounds like some kind of like organ or something that like you have to get removed or something. So I
had my Lycoris removed.
Yeah. I'm going with licorice, but it's just spelled weird, I guess.
Yeah.
They commented on Every Day's Night 3 years ago. Salty Bet brought me here, and I am glad that I now know of this game.
Wow.
Yeah. I assume that you, Seth, are familiar with like any vaguely like related to video games thing in the universe at this point. So I'm assuming you know what Salty Bet is.
Yes, I do know it's Salty Bet. Is Salty Bet still going on?
I don't know. I mean, 3 years ago it must have been, but yeah, it's been a while since I looked into it personally.
I'm going there right now, saltybet.com. It sure is. Yeah, it's they are playing right now, so there you go.
So, yeah, if anyone listening isn't aware, Salty Bet is this website where they are constantly just running like a version of Mugen. And if you don't know what Mugen is, we don't have that much time to get into it, but it's like a fighting game engine, and people make their own characters and import characters from other fighting games into it, and it's basically just like a fighting game engine that you can put whatever you want into it, right? And so Salty Bet is like someone is running a version of Mugen with CPUs fighting each other, picking random characters, and then you can bet with virtual currency. I assume it's still virtual currency. I assume they didn't get into the NFT grift or anything like that. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, you know what though? Like, I mean, I don't know, but it looks exactly how I remember it. And I probably haven't looked at this in 10 years. So
yeah, I'd say around 2015 or so. I was falling asleep pretty regularly, like in bed with Salty Bet on my laptop in bed.
Right.
So that's why I added this comment in here. Also, it is pretty easy for me to imagine them playing Every Day is Night in the background on Salty Bet at some point. I don't know if it was during a fight or during a menu or an intermission or something, but it definitely fits.
Well, and that definitely, sometimes you will be watching like Salty Bet or something, and you're like, oh, what's this song? Every now and then there'll be something like that. And it's also just kind of funny because like 9 times out of 10, I'll be watching this and I have no idea who the characters are, like at all. So,
or it'll be Peter Griffin fighting like Ronald McDonald or something
Godzilla.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's kind of a cool like little gimmick. I mean, I think it's kind of neat that it's still going on. I mean, it's it's always nice whenever like an old like last vestige of like old internet is still trucking, kind of nice. Yeah. Very good. Well, shout outs to Salty Bet, I guess, unless they're into some weird stuff now that we don't know about. And
yeah, I guess I can't officially endorse Salty Bet, but 10 years ago I could endorse Salty Bet as a good thing to fall asleep to sometimes.
Yeah, 10 years ago is pretty good. Okay, well, our next comment here is from YouTube user, is this Ascolay?
I think so. I purposely put this comment here because I wanted you to read it. It's very long and it's a narrative, and I think it's crazy.
Okay. So yeah, I actually, Matt picked all these comments. This came together kind of last minute. I didn't look at any of these comments ahead of time, so I don't know what I'm getting.
I'm so excited to hear a blind reading of this comment.
So Ascolay commented on Another World Mysterious Planet 3 years ago. The music sounds so sweet because the story of the Cosmosmurf is one of an impossible dream. The oh my god, okay. The Cosmosmurf spent months building a space rocket in secret. It never went to the moon. Never could have. Still he tried. Again and again. Knowing the impossible endeavor that it was, Papa Smurf gathered the entire village. They drugged Cosmosmurf, disassembled the rocket, and all traveled to a volcano crater. Cosmosmurf woke up at night in his reassembled rocket. He discovered a strange and dangerous landscape of rock and lava. He met with the other Smurfs, disguised as aliens, the Schlips, who proposed a series of difficult trials, parts of which are reused in the actual game level. meant to initiate him to their rude way of life. Eventually, Cosmosmurf went back to his rocket. The village, again, the entire village, drugged him again? What? Then disassembled the rocket to make the return journey, all to grant a single Smurf his lifelong dream. Hey, Matt, what the hell is this person talking about?
I don't know if this is like an actual episode of the Smurfs that was then adapted into the video game The Smurfs Nightmare, or if this was the plot of this part of the game. I have no idea. I didn't look it up ahead of time. For one, the moment I saw the word the Cosmosmurf spent months building a space rocket in secret, I didn't care about the rest of the comment. I just added it in here. No questions asked. Are you a Smurfs guy?
No, I mean, like, you know, I'm sure I've seen some Smurfs episodes when I was a kid or something. I'm mostly... How did he got drugged twice?
The fact that they drugged him and twice is because also I didn't know that the Smurfs had access to like drugs.
I guess they do. They live in like mushrooms, right? Isn't that a thing?
I think their houses are like inside of toadstools. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, like, I don't know. I was never a big Smurfs guy. Preferred the Snorks personally, but
yeah, I'm more of a Snorks man myself.
That's not a bit though. It sounds like a good bit, but it actually is real. I did like the Snorks a lot more than the Smurfs.
Sure.
But I don't remember a character named Cosmosmurf. Again, I'm not trying to claim that I am like an expert on Smurfs, but I feel like I should remember a Smurf whose entire character personality trait was like building a rocket and wanting to go to outer space or whatever. But it answers a lot of questions for me personally because the name of the song, Another World, Mysterious Planet, I was like, so do the Smurfs go into outer space in this game? Apparently not. Apparently you must be playing like a drugged up Cosmosmurf exploring like a crater on Earth that they tricked you into thinking was another planet, I guess.
Well, good news, Matt. I have all the answers here. I am on the Smurfs wiki right now. The Astro Smurf is a season 1 episode from the 1980s Smurfs cartoon show.
Oh, season 1, okay.
This is early Smurfs, as it turns out. This aired first on September 12th, 1981, this episode of the Smurfs. And the synopsis of the episode is Dreamy wants to fly into space, so the Smurfs make him think that he landed on another planet. Now, the plot summary here is really long, so I won't read the whole thing, but I did skim it because I gotta know if they drugged the Smurf. And it just like this seems like a weird. This comment seems like a weird, like maybe mistranslation or retelling or something like that, because it sounds like okay. Dreamy Smurf wants to has a dream of flying in the sky or whatever and wants to reach the stars because like I guess he sees a falling leaf from a tree and studying it. He wants to build a spaceship that'll make him travel to the stars. He puts on like a spacesuit and stuff like that. And then like he tries to, take off. It doesn't take off. And he's like heartbroken. Let me just read you this little passage here from the plot summary. It was then Papa Smurf decides on a plan to fulfill Dreamy's birthday wish. First, he tells Dreamy that Handy found out what was wrong with his spaceship and that he had fixed it, which makes Dreamy ready to go. However, before Dreamy re-enters his spaceship, Papa Smurf has him drink a bottle of raspberry juice that secretly contained a sleeping potion. When Dreamy pedals away inside the cockpit of his spaceship, the other Smurfs rock the ship and cause smoke to rise up to the cockpit's windows, making Dreamy believe that his spaceship really was flying. Soon, the sleeping potion has its effect on Dreamy, causing him to fall asleep. When the spaceship's propellers stop turning, Papa Smurf has Dreamy taken out of the spaceship before it is dismantled. And then later that night, Papa Smurf works on a secret potion that he will later use to fulfill Dreamy's wish. So, like, the phrasing of this comment is a lot more sinister than it would appear in the show, but it's not wrong.
It's funny that sleep potion sounds so much less sinister than drugging.
Right, yeah. Like, it's not a roofie, it's a sleep potion. That's crazy, dude.
I also, I like spooky stuff, like podcasts, like people telling their supposedly real scary stories or whatever.
Yeah.
And basically all of these are always like, something came into my bedroom, I swear there was something out my window or something like that. And then I just hid under the covers and I was up for hours. Eventually I fell asleep. I'm like, dude, if I think there's like a demon dog outside my window or something, I'm not falling asleep. Like that's always like the I don't know, the trope is like at some point I did manage to fall back asleep. Like, dude, if there's a sleep paralysis demon witch around, I'm not falling back asleep. I don't care.
There was a witch from hell scratching her gnarled claws against my window. Eventually I managed to fall back asleep.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no way.
And then to have that applied to the Smurfs is also funny. I mean, again, I realize in this instance there's sleep potions and stuff going on, but I just feel like if I thought I was going into space and filling a lifelong dream, I wouldn't fall asleep that easily, but I don't know what kind of like potion master Papa Smurf is, right? I didn't know that he could brew like that.
Yeah, I failed to recognize his game. Yeah, I just think it's a really funny, like, it's actually kind of sweet to be like, oh, okay, like, we'll kind of pretend like the rocket is flying or whatever, but the idea that the sleep potion knocks him out and then they just kind of like drag his body out of the ship and then disassemble the ship, like, completely nullifies any like sweet or caring energy that thought had.
I'm imagining, I just watched that, like the opening scene of season 5 of Stranger Things that Netflix put out, and then the Gorgon is like dragging Will's body by the legs, like Miles or whatever. That's what I'm imagining, but with the Smurfs.
But with Cosmosmurf, who is just Dreamy Smurf. Yeah, like, again, it seems weirdly like mistranslated or something, because or maybe this is how it is in the game, I don't know, but Cosmosmurf is not the name.
I'm guessing this is how it is in the game, and
yeah,
I kind of almost want to like emulate this and find out for myself. Yeah.
The song was great. I really enjoyed the song. So.
Yeah, the song is fantastic. We spent way more time on that than I was expecting, frankly, but that's fine. For this next one, we got YouTube user Allyanger commented on the falls 5 years ago. If you stare into one of the falls for long enough, you'll see the ghost of Curtis Mayfield. I just liked it. It's just a dumb comment.
Curtis Mayfield?
You don't know Curtis Mayfield? Like, Move On Up? No. That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I guess just because it has like a 70s like funk vibe, the falls. It's also just funny imagining like Monster Boy, like you're running around as a frog swinging around these waterfalls or whatever, and then there's just a ghost of Curtis Mayfield because the song is funky. That's all it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I never knew his name, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, well, we have YouTube user The Legacy Potato 4468 commented on MOBO MOGA 5 years ago. That's the DDR song. Mm-hmm. Shrek brought me here. Mm-hmm. What? The only reason I added this, I do like just the out of context Shrek brought me here. What I'm assuming probably happened is that there's some weird dumb Shrek meme. Why is it the answer to almost everything I don't know about the internet usually involves like a dumb Shrek meme? It's usually related to Shrek, yeah. Yeah,
but I partially only edited here because I wanted to know if you would have any idea what this was talking about.
I have no idea, dude. I googled Shrek MOBO MOGA and it's not coming up with much, as you could imagine.
I should also note, I meant to note this at the top, that we didn't get YouTube comments for every single song, including like listener songs and stuff, just because some of these were so obscure that there were like no comments on some of them, you know? So I just wanted to make that clear that, hey, if we didn't get one of your songs, my bad, but I tried. My original idea was one of like every listener song at least, but
right.
Y'all gave some obscure ass picks, and I couldn't get YouTube comments for like for meat biscuits, for instance.
There wasn't YouTube comments for the wind noises from Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
You know what's funny is there is one, at least on the video that I found, and it was someone saying how cool it was that you could hear the hints of two objects approach the Roche limit or whatever the name.
You found
of the
Flight C's alt on YouTube.
Did I tell you my wife, who was also the secret game master of that episode, she's like, how did neither of you get Kirby and the Forgotten Land until the very end? And I was like, have you heard this? And then I played it for her, and she just goes, obviously that's Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And I still don't know if she was joking. I think she's joking, but she claims she's not. She's probably in the bath right now, shaking her head. I still don't know if that was a bit or not.
We talked about this in the Discord a little bit, but another thing that y'all have to understand is that we're a little bit worried, you know, when we're making the show, we have to be a little bit concerned with like the production side of the show. So like I've got my headphones turned down so that there's not audio bleed into my mic and stuff like that. And you know, you're thinking about all these other things. So like, yeah, I didn't pick out the subtle notes of the Roche limit or whatever in the wind noises in Kirby. So I understand that they're in there. If I'm listening out for them, now that I know that they're in there and, you know, at proper volume, then yeah, I can pick it out, but not in the moment.
Yeah, no. When we're listening over Zencastr, it literally just sounded just wind. And it is mostly still just wind, but
yeah.
When you can listen to it properly, I agree that you can hear some notes, and I still would not have known off the top of my head that it was Kirby and the Forgotten Land anyway. But
right,
it was a more fair thing than we were making it out to be. I do agree with that.
I'll concede. Yeah.
YouTube user Kill Children 8155.
Jesus Christ!
You can tell me about it. Commented on Magical Town. This is from the McDonald's Treasure Lane adventure 9 years ago. And they just say, such an interesting name for a video game, which is already kind of it's a dumb comment. Like, what do you mean? It's just a McDonald's tie-in. It's a licensed McDonald's game. What's interesting about that name? The reason it's on here is because 4 years ago, we had YouTube user SuperMakerMatic2111 responded saying, such an interesting name for a YouTube channel. Which,
like meaning the kill children
yes,
thing?
I assume so, yeah. That's the main reason it got added here, because as I'm scrolling through these YouTube comments, I'm on the hunt for anything that looks like it would be good for the show, and then I just see the name Killed Children.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that's crazy, man. I honestly feel like that shouldn't be allowed to be a name on YouTube, frankly, but
yeah, like I'll try to put in some kind of innocuous name or whatever, and maybe like something that can vaguely be interpreted as a swear or something is like a part of it, and I won't be able to make it. But Kill Children is cool. Like that can slide through. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Yeah.
And it's funny too, because like I remember when I don't know if you had this experience, but when I was like a teenager, there was this like, you know, kind of epidemic among like other teenage boys where like it was cool to be like edgy and, you know, to have like a username like Kill Children or something. Like people were acting like they were, you know, like they were so hard for, like, did you ever hear about like rotten.com and stuff like that? Yeah, like that would float around and like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so cool for looking at this. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a bit of a holdover from that era, considering this is a pretty old comment. Maybe they just thought it was a metal username. I don't know.
It makes sense. It's just like my old childhood teenage username on the internet was Doppelboppler. So it's made
same thing.
Killed Children, Doppelboppler. They're the same thing.
I was Mr. Waffle, so yeah, we were all in the same ballpark. Yeah. All right. Well, we have YouTube user with a blessedly normal username, Sam Johnson 9862. Commented on a Wheatley Science 8 years ago. That alone, 8 years ago, to comment on a Portal 2 song. Don't like that.
Portal 2 was what, like 2011 or something like that? It's old now. It's crazy.
I don't like that. They say, after listening to this, I can safely say that evil and chaos are completely different.
So, I put this on here. For one, that's just like a goofy. I know what they mean. They're comparing GLaDOS and Wheatley, and that Wheatley is chaotic, whereas GLaDOS is just pure evil and hates you or whatever. But just like the wording of it is so I don't know, self-important. You know, it's
like super villain monologue. Yeah,
but also like, I think I'm really smart for typing this comment in the YouTube comment section kind of thing. I'm just like, oh, okay, Sam Johnson, like, yeah, okay, I don't know, that's all I really got.
This is Sam Johnson's video essay, like, you know, like Portal 2 shows us the fading, you know, the fading lines between evil and chaos or something.
The quiet sadness of Portal 2.
That's like the go-to, like, you know, YouTuber video essay junk. Yeah.
It's funny because I think Wilk just watched that video and he's like, yeah, it's actually pretty good, but just the name of it it's too good to not reference.
Rules.
It's very good. For this next one, we've got YouTube user Reaper Rose commented on Stand By Zero. I just want to say Reaper Rose sounds like a Mega Man X Maverick. That's what they're called, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just it fits that they're commenting on a Mega Man song. Bros, back in the day. I was like, it's confusing because it's apostrophe S.
It's a possessive bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bros, back in the day, I got a real interchangeable Mega Man Buster arm, and damn! Exclamation mark. I used the hell out of the sword attachment! Exclamation mark. I want to note that this is one of the very, very, very few times I've ever not put the whole comment in here, but it just went on for quite a bit longer, and that, like, nothing of real value was said. It was just someone freaking out about. He was talking a little bit more about his wearable interchangeable Mega Man X Buster cannon, but then he was going on a little bit about how Zero is way cooler because you're more strategic with the sword than like Mega Man X's Buster shots or whatever, which is true.
Yeah, sure.
I am the kind of dork that, if you give me two characters in a video game, one of them has a gun and one of them has a sword, I'm always going to go for the sword. Like, every single time. Zero has like a laser sword. It's not quite a lightsaber. That's more, what's the bad dude's name in all the Mega Man X games?
I don't remember.
I can't think of what his name is.
I played him once in that collection, and that was it.
Oh, I've played especially the first like 3 or 4 Mega Man X games like many times. I can't think of the damn main villain's name in Mega Man X. But anyway,
Sigma.
Sigma, that's what it is.
Sigma. Duh.
In the first game, he has a straight up lightsaber, which I always found very funny. That it's not even attempting to obfuscate the fact that like this is just a lightsaber, like the way that it comes out of the blade or whatever. Anyway. The main reason I put this in here was because I did want to note that I don't know, again, around 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that, back at the height of me just spending a dumb amount of money on garbage plastic stuff, I did buy a replica Mega Man, not Mega Man X, but normal Mega Man blaster.
Yeah.
Wearable, and it did make noise if you put like a AAA battery in it or something. I will say, the moment it arrived, I felt so much shame and regret, and then I just let it sit in the closet. And then 2 years later, a young relative of mine came to visit our family in Ohio, and she was very excited when she opened the closet and found that. And we opened it for her and let her play around with it. She ran around the house like the rest of the night with the arm cannon on, like clicking the thing inside and making noise. I should also note that I also had a Mega Man replica helmet that I had also ordered but didn't feel shame over.
Was it wearable?
Yeah, and we put that on there too. Oh yeah, it was wearable. It was completely wearable. Way too big for her child head, shamefully. But it was worth it all just to see her running around the house with the Mega Man helmet and arm cannon on, even though she didn't know who Mega Man was.
Well, that's cute. Sounds like it was worth it then.
Yeah, it genuinely was. But yeah, that's what this comment made me think of. Back in the day, I got a real interchangeable Mega Man Buster arm.
My friend Aaron was a big Mega Man fan who I used to work at GameStop with, and he had one of those, like from ThinkGeek or whatever, one of those like big wearable, bulky like a Mega Man Buster arms. And I think similar thing when he got his, like I think he wore it once and like took a picture with it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm like an adult."
Yeah, like I didn't even take it out of the box, and I realized what I had done. So I was like 24 or something. It's fine in the grand scheme of things, but I was like, damn, it was my uncle whose family was visiting, and when we pulled that out of the closet, he was like, "Matthew, what is this? What are you doing, man?" I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't.
There was a time in my life where I fantasized about getting things like that. Like, oh, like what if I had like a room in my future house that was just like a video game, weapons armory or something, like a gravity gun and a needler and like a sword, like the, Frostmourne from Warcraft. And
okay, needler would be kind of sick though, honestly. Like
yeah, like I had like fantasies back then about that. Now I'm just like, now I'm like an extra room that could be an office for me.
Yeah, man. Like I really want some of those Kirby Air Riders amiibos. I'm like, that's so big, and that's just like they are big amiibos, but I'm like, that's just one amiibo. It used to be I was buying like entire closets full of just garbage. Just please, anyone listening, I know sometimes it can feel fun and satisfying buying garbage like that. Unless you're buying it for your kids, just stop. At this point, just stop.
When we went to move from our old house to this apartment, I still had a bunch of I had the like the Gears of War 3 collector's edition, which is like a big old statue of Marcus Phoenix holding like the Lancer, and I had like the Halo 3 Legendary Edition helmet and stuff. Like I had all that stuff still just kind of like collecting dust in my closet, and we're going to pack it up, and I was like, I'm just going to give this to my nephews, man. Like I don't want to bring all this stuff with me. This sucks. So
yeah, it's not. I'm very thankful that when I moved to a different country, that I could just dump all that at my grandma's basement and just never think about it again. In maybe another 10 years or so, it's going to come back to bite me. But for right now, it's fine. It's a ticking time bomb, I guess.
Yeah, someday you'll have to confront those demons again.
Hopefully, my cousin is still interested enough, even though she's now a teenager, to want the Mega Man helmet. She probably doesn't remember it at all, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we have a comment here from YouTube user. Is this like Scott Rastyles or Scott Rastyles maybe?
Kind of like Scott Rastyles, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a little rascal, like Scott Rastyles. 2592 commented on Animal Minimal 6 months ago. Pretty recent comment for Animal Minimal here.
That was part of the reason I added this, just because I'm like, wow, someone is commenting half a year ago on Gurumin soundtrack stuff.
That's wild. They say, that's certainly more animal, quite a bit more, or sorry, that's certainly more animal, quite a bit than Animal Minimal.
Yeah, obvious weird spelling mistakes aside, I did think this comment was funny. Like, yeah, if you don't remember, I will be playing all these songs beneath us once we edited it, but yeah, this is the song that just samples a bunch of animals. It starts out with like cat meows and then gets into like chicken clucks and horse neighs and stuff. And I agree with Scott Rastyles. It is a lot more than just minimal animals in this song.
Yeah, probably the most maximal song we covered on that entire episode, to be honest.
I will say, I did install the game. I played for like 2 hours. I don't know, like a week and a half ago. It's pretty good. I want to get back to it. I've just been busy this past week. But yeah.
Dude, I'm like completely buried in games right now, but I would like to play it. It sounded cool. Like that was, one of those things. Like, one of the nice things about doing that episode was kind of like being introduced to new music and stuff and being like, oh yeah, like I remember this game. I should get around to this. So yeah, I mean, maybe sometime, but yeah, I've got so much to play right now, man.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It is neat though. It's like a little, I don't know how to exactly explain it. Like a kind of like a dungeon crawler, but with like a very cutesy anime aesthetic. Like I don't know. It's neat. For our last YouTube comment of the episode, we've got YouTube user Legos for FR33 or Legos for free, I guess, commented on Monkey Likes Daddy 6 years ago, and just says, "Change the name, please." To which YouTube user James Prisby, which is also a fantastic name, responded 4 years ago, "It's literally the name of the track." And I liked this whole, the entire emotion of not liking the name, and then someone being like, "It's literally the name of the track." It was a dumb, cute thing to end on.
Yeah, well, and it's also like the idea of commenting on like a video for a song and telling them to change the name is real. Like being that upset about Monkey Likes Daddy and being like, please change the name, dude, please. Like, it's
interesting because like it's a goofy name, but I don't even view it as like I honestly, from the previous episode, I view Meat Biscuits as kind of a more horrifying name to me, than Monkey Likes Daddy. Like I said, I did really look for Meat Biscuits comments to be honest, but I couldn't find any good ones. Yeah, no, I saw someone else in the Monkey Likes Daddy comments was like, "Please explain this for us Americans. It doesn't make sense. This name, that is." And then someone's like, "What do you mean for us Americans? It doesn't make sense to anyone. It's just a bunch of crazy."
That's the point. There's a song called Milk. Like, relax. Yeah. That's dumb. Well, that's funny.
Yeah. People in the YouTube comments, they don't know how to relax, is what I've learned. With that said, that was your little bonus episode of Bit Harmony. I hope you learned a lot about Smurfs and the Cosmosmurf and I don't know. I just hope you learned something, I guess.
Yeah, I hope you took away from this like a little plot synopsis about drugging a Smurf. That Shrek is somehow related to MOBO MOGA from DDR. That there's somebody out there on YouTube called Kill Children. We learned a lot today.
Yeah. As a podcaster, I can't ask much. I just hope that we changed how you think about life is all I can hope for coming out of this episode. We will be back on November 30th, or we should be back, barring any disasters, on November 30th with, I don't know, maybe a normal episode. We still haven't decided what that's going to be on, but it'll probably just be on a specific game if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any shout outs? I guess we do have the Patreon shout outs like normal.
Yeah, we can do that like normal. Yeah. Join the Discord. I'm sure we will announce and poll for voicemails and stuff on our proper return. And yeah, go ahead and check out the Patreon so you can get early access to it and other exclusive perks if you'd like. And speaking of Patreon, Bit Harmony is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. Thank you so much to our Triforce tier supporters: Adam Caparello, Bowza, Quagmire, Dan and Luma, Danielina Hosa, SAZ, Foolish Fuji, John Cummins, Josh Vaughn, Ligerwoods 330, and Uncle Randy. And thank you to our Golden Banana tier patrons: Big Dogs Only, Bill Tucker, Gamer Jason, Hopple, John32, Liam D, Old Drake, Phelan Ward, Rob Yapel, Shy Guy, thank you Shy Guy, Sean Ashton, Sparky, and Steven Keller. We really appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for the support. You can also get a 7-day free trial over there on Patreon. We got a bunch of exclusive mini episodes to check out there, which are somehow longer than this. I don't even know how that works, but they're up there, and you can check those out on Patreon as well. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much, as always, for supporting the show, for listening, for, I don't know, participating with it in any way, shape, or form. We appreciate you truly. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back at the end of the month with another normal episode that isn't just YouTube comments. But until then, see ya. Bye.